Hey guys, welcome back to Ski's Life. I'm Sky. I don't know if I ever told y'all, but I call my channel Ski's Life because all my friends call me Ski. Not all of them, but my middle school friends. Now I'm in high school, and it's like everyone just has their own little nickname for me. Half of them I don't know, and half of them I do, and yeah. So, today's topic will be about friendship. Very serious topic because you know me, I'm honest Addie. Anyway, I don't even know where that came from. So, basically, I'm going to share a life experience I'm going to share my life experience with you, and maybe you can take something out of it. Because, yeah. Okay, so we've all heard friends come and go, right? Yes. Hopefully y'all have all heard that because that's what I heard my whole life. Like, my whole life. So, anyway. And I, knew that and all, but no one ever told me best friends come and go until it started happening. So, I have, maybe 3 best friends. Maybe. Well, she was one of them. And this girl, I absolutely knew her, and we, were so close. I didn't know much about her, but, we knew each other. Do I know her favorite song? No. Do I know her favorite book? She read a couple of Dragons books. I think her favorite movies were Harry Potter series. Favorite color was yellow, and her favorite food was spaghetti. But, anyway, I didn't know everything about her. No, I didn't. But that's okay. She didn't know every little thing about me. She probably did. I was the one that talked a lot in the friendship. Guess that was the problem. Talked too much. In my experience, she said once we hit high school, she did not want to be friends. So I was asking her, why not? Because she told me this all over text. And, I just asked, why? Why? Because we've been friends since kindergarten. So, what's going on? And it's out of nowhere. I just got back in high school because of coronavirus. I was in e-school, even though I wanted to be in school. I was in e-school. Anyway, e-school. Anyway, I was in e-school but wanted to be in school. Finally, I got back in school, and she didn't want to be friends. So, and, usually what causes us to, be in a disagreement is, a disagreement. In elementary school, we were very toxic to each other. We would argue all the time. We just always at it. Our friendship was a love-hate friendship. We would love each other as much as we would absolutely despise each other. So, it was much effort for both. Middle school, we had a couple of bad arguments. It got out of control. And then high school hit, and she just didn't want to be friends. No argument, no disagreement, no nothing. She just didn't want to be friends, I guess. So, okay, let me tell you this story. So basically, here's what happened. One day, I was sitting, because we only have one period together. She won't even look at me anymore after this day. So this was the day we didn't have classes together, since it's every other day, only 5th period's the same at my school. Pretty sure most schools in Florida. But anyway, so she was not, we didn't have the same class, because ours is always the beginning class. So I was sitting outside, waiting for school to start, because they don't open the doors till school starts, so you gotta sit outside for however long. Well, I was sitting outside and she was telling me how her boyfriend was making inappropriate jokes and all this, and it reminded me of a past bad relationship, and I don't know, I guess I just don't go well when someone says it like that. Like, if, like, she said it any other way, I would have been fine with it, but she said she was fine with it, but, like, the way she said it was like, there's something up, and I'm like, well, he shouldn't be doing that, but I had no right to say that, I guess. But this is not the reason, but this started her telling me. So then, like, the next day, she's like, I don't want to be friends, and it's like a weekend, I guess. So I asked why, and she's like, gave me a couple of simple little issues in the friendship, and I'm like, well, these can be fixed, easy. Why don't you just give me another chance? I will not do any of these things, blah, 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 blah. But one of the big things was she did not like my family problems, because my family is fucked up. So she decided that, and I would have stopped talking about it if she would have told me, but she's like, I have told you many times. She's told me in jokes, and jokes, you can't know positive if they care. She'd be like, not with family stuff, or I would have, because I don't take that as a joke ever, but like the little stuff she would take as jokes, and because it was a joke. But I'm like, if you would have just acted a little more serious about it, you know. Anyway, time goes on. We still text here and there. And then, so I was talking to her on Tuesday. Last Tuesday. So this was a week ago exactly. This was been going on for the past month. So a week ago, we were talking, and you know, and because I just asked her, like, what happened to your Snapchat? It says that you're another Snapchatter on my story, and you know, I'm trying to add you and it won't let me. Did you unadd me, or did you block me or something? I'm almost positive she blocked me, because if she unadded me, you know, I would have still been added to her, and it would have been pinging, you know, whatever. So I kind of figured she blocked me, and I was asking her, like, you know, seeing if she would tell me the truth. Anyway, she said her Snapchat was going down. I mean, I kind of believed it, but I didn't at the same time. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe delete it and install it again. And she said, okay, and that was the end of the conversation for that day. So then on Thursday, I showed her this song from 5th grade where I was singing in PE, because the night before my mom just showed it to me. So me being forgetful, forgot the name of it, and that's what kind of started this. Anyway, that's not the point. So I showed her the song, you know, I asked her if she remembered it. She didn't. Then she remembered it. It started an argument between us, because she's like, oh, you wouldn't tell me because you're being bitchy. I'm like, no, I wouldn't tell you because I was acting like I was, you know, all snobby and all that, but really I just didn't know the name, and I told you that a couple days later, but nope. Anyway, that's not the point. I'm not gonna get into details, but so then that started, and then I'm like, I never said anything bad about her during this process. Like, every time someone would ask, like, aren't y'all friends or whatever, I'd be like, no, not anymore. But she's still a great person. Like, she's lovely. We just aren't friends anymore, you know. I'd always say stuff nice about her. Do I know if she said anything nice about me? No, I don't. I don't think she ever did. But she started. Then I asked her, like, why'd you block me? No, I said, I know you blocked me on Snapchat. She's like, oh, sorry, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. That still bubbles my mind, because she didn't want to hurt my feelings, right? But she decided to basically destroy a whole friendship over a couple little things and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, and I told her that, like, I'm like, whatever, you know. And then I called her a liar because she was. Like, that's the first time during this whole process I said, you're a little liar. Like, because I was not going to put up with her crap any longer. I'm like, you're a little liar. And I guess that's when it all started, the healing process of me not caring. Because she said, well, at least I'm not a manipulative liar that's been lying throughout our whole friendship. And so this is kind of where she started talking bad trash about me, like horrible. And I'm like, yeah, the only time I ever lied to you was when we were in arguments or when we had a disagreement or whatever. I would lie about you to people. I would talk behind your back. That's the only time I ever said anything. Or I would stick up for you and lie to you about what people thought of you because I cared enough not to let you know that. I don't think she's watching this, but if she is, at least she'll know how much passion I had in saying that. Because I even told her that. And I said at least I was the little liar throughout our whole friendship. Because I'm sure you knew you were done a long time ago. Or at least in your heart you did. And it just had to come out now. I'm grateful for all the many memories I had with her. The best and the worst times came from her. Best times of my life. When we crashed the golf cart. When I threw her off the golf cart. Not on purpose. All on accident. It was all a funny joke. Just a couple little things. A lot to do with the golf cart. But just simple things, and it just seemed like she didn't enjoy it. Like, I was the worst nightmare of her life. And I even said that. I'm sorry for being the worst nightmare. Sorry for not being your dream friend. I'm sorry for being the nightmare. Sorry for being... Like, I just said sorry a lot to her, even though I really wasn't. Like, I was, but I wasn't at the same time. And, like, I was just... whew. So after all this, like, I just... Like, even in the middle of the conversation, I'm like, look, if I don't text you, I blocked you, and... Because I'm about done with this shit. Like, I didn't say shit. But I was done with it. Like, she knew that. And she knew I meant shit. But I wasn't going to say that because I cared enough not to at that time. Which I don't mind cussing. And she knows that. And I would cuss at her all the time. She would cuss at me all the time. But, like, not, like, cussing at each other. Just, like, saying cuss words around each other. Sometimes we'd cuss at each other in our arguments in middle school. But that's about it. Or we would call each other bitch or hoe or whatever, you know? But, like, as friends, it's, you know, and then the worst times is when she decided we weren't going to be friends. And I was like, you know what? You just ruined my whole life, right? In those couple of seconds, you ruined my life. But now, I can tell you that best memories, yeah, they're still there. Are they my number one? No. Right now, I'm living my number one best memories is the healing process of not caring. I feel more free than ever without her, honestly. And like, you know what? Cheers. Don't want to get hit with a stick. But no, I really do. Because I feel free. I don't have to worry about being perfect all the time anymore. I don't have to worry about who cares. You know, she was my reason for not dying, for not living, for not doing anything ever. But you know what? She's not anymore. She's not. And you know what? I'm happy because she was the reason I wanted to die. She was the reason, like when we were obviously in this past month, she was the reason I didn't want to be alive. Even though in the past she was the reason I always wanted to live. You know, I had a reason to. But you know what? My reason isn't her anymore. I don't know what my reason is anymore, but I know I have it deep inside of me. And I'm going to stick with it. Because it's more important than anything. No matter how many times I say I want to go die, I have that reason where I wouldn't ever kill myself. Which I'm obviously scared to die, but I don't want to live. And I know y'all hear that probably in some songs if y'all are depressed. But that's like one lyric that sticks with you. And it's true. Because I'm still here. If I wasn't scared to die, I would be dead. I would. But bad things come with experiences. Just know that. So if y'all have a best friend and they are not wanting to be friends anymore, let them. They may come back, yeah. They may. But if they don't think it's your fault. Don't be crying over something because they left. It's not your fault. You don't need to be crying over it. Because guess what? You couldn't do anything about it now. So yeah, you can cry over that you can't do anything about it. But what's the point? Because you can't. The only point that you should be crying is that you're crying. The only reason that you should ever be crying is because you want to cry over something dumb, something that you can't help, something that doesn't even matter at this moment. It does. It seems like the biggest moment of your life, and I know that. I know it's hard not to cry. But I'm going to tell you, after all the pain you go through with that person or in any situation, you will feel healing. This is the one moment I feel healing better than I ever have. And you know what? I couldn't do that without one person. One person that is perfect. It's not even a person, it's a being. I couldn't do it without this being because this being is perfect. No sin, no nothing. It is God. It is Jesus, and it is the Holy Spirit. Those are the only beings in the world that are perfect. And if you think you are perfect, you are not. They are the only ones perfect. They are the only ones that got me through this. Pray is all I can tell you. I felt the lowest with God at this time, and I went to church, and I still went to youth group, and, you know, there was a hurricane, so I couldn't go on. But the next time I went, I just totally was out of it. I couldn't even focus. I just was worried about our friendship. But you know what? This past Sunday, I was totally changed. I totally was different. Nothing that I've ever felt before. I was singing and I was happy again. And if someone's gonna make you cry, are they really worth sticking around for? If they make you cry, they aren't worth sticking around for. That's something to cry about. Something to cry that you wasted years with them. That's something to cry about. If you learned anything from this, I really hope you did. I really hoped I may have helped, or maybe I just made you cry even more. I don't know. I hope I at least helped one person, but I hope you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe your story. Comment your story down below. I would love to hear it, and I will try to read as many as I can, because I'm done hoping for the best when all I see is the worst. I'm done hoping for our friendship to last. Because, yeah, Wednesday, before she said all that shit, yeah, I would have absolutely became friends with her. But the next day, no, never again will I ever want to be friends with her. And that may be because she just got a boyfriend, or maybe because she just got in high school. But you know what? She just ruined her best friend. She just lost her best friend. I don't even know if she thought of me as that, but I would always call her my forever friend. In my phone, she was my bestie rock garden, forever friend, because she was going to start a YouTube channel. She never did. She wasn't dedicated enough to it, I guess, but I'm going to tell you it helps me. So, like, subscribe, push the notifications down below if you want to know when I get my next videos, because who knows when I will do another video. And then also, comment down below your stories if you want, or whatever you have to say about this video. Or call me an idiot of what I did, or how I feel, but I'm being the best me ever, and that doesn't mean because I don't love her, because I love her and I wish the best for her family. I really do. But thanks for listening. Bye.